Alright everyone, I'm approaching the small town of Ol Joro Orok, that is in Nyandarua County, and I'm sure you can see it. And this is a historic one, trust me. Foremost, it is home to this guy. He goes by the name Samido, a popular Mugithi artist. There's another one, he goes by the name 90K, also a Mugithi artist. I don't know whether you have heard about him. I'm told he has this unique dress code. Well, the list is endless. I'll be telling you more about people who come from this place. Of course, the celebrities. I will also be showing you the equator. Yes, the imaginary line that divides the world into two. It passes near this town. I'll be showing you later. I will also be giving you the land prices and the numbers, that is demographics. But first, let me show you the map so that you can know where I'm at. I'm sure you can see the blue star on the map. That is Ol Joro Orok. I'm right there. The town is right between Ol Kalau and Nyahururu towns. That is deep in Nyandarua County. There is also a nearby lake, Lake Olobolosat, the only lake in the old central Kenya. I will be telling you more about the lake, but first let's explore the town and see what it has to offer. In the meantime, before I hit the town center, let me take this opportunity to welcome you to our YouTube channel, Village to Town TV, a channel that is dedicated to continue showcasing beautiful villages, towns, and cities across the continent of Africa. Make sure you subscribe. It is absolutely free, but means the world to us. Now back to the video, and so far so good. Ol Joro Orok seems like a busy town. I can see businesses are thriving. I want to take you around the small town and see how businesses are faring. The state of infrastructures, roads, schools, electricity. We also want to know whether the town is worth its name, because I'm sure if you are Kenyan, absolutely you have heard this name, Ol Joro Orok. Well, this is the first back street from the main road, and I'm sure you can tell that businesses are doing quite well here. I've not seen any empty shops so far. While the buildings are not that old, I can see most of them were probably built in the 80s and 90s, meaning the small beautiful town has been existing for decades. I'm sure you have also noted that the roads are not that good. That is the feeder roads in the town. Although they are passable, it means they can be a disaster when it rains. I can see the Walusi General Shop is fully operating here. I'm sure the lady who just walked in is Walusi herself. So shout out to Lucy. If you know her, tell her Mr. Lone Traveler said hi. Well, I can spot the first story building in town. I'm sure you can see it on my right. And one thing I have noted about this town, a few minutes that have been here, is that it is well organized. No encroachment so far. You can see how the road is wide. Apparently, it seems like land is in plenty here, and no one wants to steal some. If you have watched most of our videos in small towns in Kiambu County, I'm sure you have noted the difference. Well, this is the Ol Joro Orok Stadium. It is right in the middle of the town. You can see the dais right in the middle. It is also next to the road, the main road that goes to Nyahururu. It also belongs to a government school nearby. So officially the town is called Ol Joro Orok, such a fancy name, but the locals call it Jororoko. You know, the majority of people living around this town are Kikuyus, and they have a way of simplifying every name. And so they turned the name Ol Joro Orok to Jororoko. Initially, the name Ol Joro Orok is a Maasai name, and it comes from the phrase Enchoro Orok. And my limited knowledge in Masai tells me that those are two words, Enchoro and Orok. Enchoro meaning a pool of water, and Orok meaning black. And so Ol Joro Orok means the place of black water. I'm at the back street, and so far so good. It is not that busy, but I can see new buildings are coming up, like this one on my left. A good number of shops are closed, but some are open. It is not that bad for a back street. I can see more story buildings. There is this one right in front, and the other one in the far end. And it seems like the town has a lot of potential as far as investment is concerned. I want to take you to the market area. This is the open air market. Although I can see the government has constructed a modern market right in the middle. The open area is also used for other social activities, such as crusades and village meetings. I'm sure you have seen that in your village town. Well, the area seems deserted. I can't spot anyone in the market, although there are some activities in the nearby shops. It is a modern one, probably by the county government, but it is very empty. I don't know why, but it can be either two things. One, probably today is not the market day, and two, probably the traders felt that the new market is a little bit interior. That is, as far as its location is concerned. And most people choose to run their businesses next to the main road. And so maybe the traders felt like the market is not ideal for us, turning the project to a white elephant. I have seen that across many towns, especially small towns across the country. And remember, those are public resources that stays underutilized. That's why there's always the need to consult the public before constructing anything in the name of the public. I have also noted that this mobile service company has painted this town red. You can see on my left, and also the shops right in front. I don't know why they are targeting this particular town, but this is serious marketing. I can also see some beautiful murals right in front. That was nice painting. I have also spotted the first club in town, but it remains closed. I'm sure the official opening time is not yet, which is 5 p.m. I had to squeeze myself between the two cars. I had to be more careful to avoid scratching either of them. The two golden rules I use when visiting new towns, especially the small towns in the village. One, avoid trouble at all cost. And two, say hi to everyone. Wave, beep, shout, nod your head. Just be nice to strangers. It costs you absolutely nothing. Well, let's check the numbers as I leave town. And Ol Joro Orok has a total population of 7,803. That is as of 2019 general census. Of course, we are waiting for another one in 2029. In terms of the population density, there are 358 people living in a square kilometer. And so you can see this is a typical village town as far as the population is concerned. As 350 people in a square kilometer, that's a very small number for a town. In terms of gender distribution, the town has a female majority, with 51.4% being females, while their male counterparts are 48.6%. So there is nothing unusual there as far as the numbers are concerned. I will also be giving you the numbers for the county and for the sub-county. Remember, Ol Joro Orok is not only a town, but there's a constituency that goes by the same name. And so apparently, Ol Joro Orok Town is the headquarters of Ol Joro Orok constituency, which is one of the 5 constituencies in Nyandarua County. I think it will be only fair if I show you the map. So that is the map of Nyandarua County, showing the 5 constituencies and their wards. So the tiny green one at the top is the famous Ol Joro Orok with 4 wards. The rest are Kinangop, Kipipiri, Ol Kalau, and another one called Ndaragwa. Well, I'm having a good time here in Ol Joro Orok, and I'm about to cross the famous imaginary line, the equator. So I want you to pay attention on my left so that you can notice when you are crossing from the northern hemisphere to the southern one. You see the yellow signpost right in front on my left? That marks the very center of our Mother Earth. So right now you're in the global south. I'm informed that Kenya is one of the 13 countries that lies along the equator in the world. Apparently that comes with a lot of privileges, and one of them is the good weather. So apparently along the equator the weather is a bit warm as we are closer to the sun. That's why we don't experience extreme weathers such as winters and summer. Well, enough with the geography shenanigans. I'm around a small place called Suera, for those who are quite familiar with this area, still within Ol Joro Orok. The town is not far from here. It is only 8 kilometers ahead of me, while Nyahururu town is also 8 kilometers behind me. I want to quickly check out the real estate segment for my investors. By the way, shout out to one Simon Wangoto from the King's Land, the United Kingdom. He tells me this is his favorite section. Also say hi to my brother Steve Mutumbu from the same area. So I identified various pieces of land that are in sale in Ol Joro Orok. For instance, someone is selling an 18 acres of land, agricultural land, that is going for 650,000 per acre. I saw another 4.5 acres on sale. This one are located 2 kilometers from the tarmac, and they are going for 5 million Kenya shillings. You can do your quick maths and see how much is an acre. Of course, it's less than a million. So with around 800,000 to 900,000 Kenya shillings, you can get an acre of land here in Ol Joro Orok. The land can further be subdivided. For instance, a half an acre is going for 400,000 Kenya shillings. A quarter of an acre for 200,000 Kenya shillings. That's what you call 100 by 100. And with around 100,000 Kenya shillings to 150,000, you can get an eighth or a 50 by 100. It is also good to know that these are the prices for the rural area. So for the town, that is Ol Joro Orok, which we just visited, I saw an eighth of an acre, which is a 50 by 100, going for 1,250,000 Kenya shillings. There is a government institution here on my right. I want to show you. It goes by the name the Nyandarua National Polytechnic. I can see the scenage. I love Nyandarua. Of course I do. It is a beautiful county with beautiful people. I hope it loves Mr. Lone Traveler right back. I don't know who came with this idea of erecting this scenage all over. Trust me, they are everywhere in the country. Same design, same color. Pretty nice. Anyway, let me continue with my journey. Remember, we are still in Nyandarua County, which is one of the 5 counties in the old central Kenya. It is also one of the 10 counties in the famous Mount Kenya region, I think Mount Kenya region is more of a political region than a geographic one. So the county has a total population of 695,531 as of 2023, with a population density of 211 people living in a square kilometer. The annual population change is 2.3% per year, and the population is currently at its peak, meaning it is at its all-time high. In terms of gender distribution, 50.8% are females, while 49.2% are males. That's a slight female majority, which is normal. And in terms of age distribution, only 5.3% of the total population are the old-timers, that are the people aged 65 and above. Let me leave it at that, but please continue watching the scenic video until the end. I'm heading toward the lake, Lake Ol Joro Orok, which is the only lake in central Kenya. I don't know whether I'll show you that, but I want to camp there and have a good time. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this far. Kindly consider subscribing to our YouTube channel, Village to Town TV, a channel that is dedicated to continue showcasing beautiful villages, towns, and cities across the continent of Africa. Like the video so that it can be recommended to as many people as possible, and smash the notification bell so that every time we post, you will be among the first few people to be notified. Also speak to us if you want us to visit your home area or village for private reasons, either for memories or for investments. Just talk to us. Also check our sister channel, the Kikuyu Traveling Media. Make sure you subscribe and we'll appreciate. Also keep the conversation going. Tell us what do you think about Ol Joro Orok Town and the surrounding area. Would you consider living here? And if this is your home area, please add a fact or two about your home area on the comment section and we'll appreciate. Thank you.